The giant panda, the unofficial mascot of China in the Beijing Olympics, is a conservation reliant endangered species. Only recently have they been moved from critically endangered to endangered status after increased awareness of their plight has helped numbers grow slowly but steadily over the past decade. Conservation efforts by the Chinese government, including reserves and laws restricting the hunting of these animals, have contributed most greatly to their overall survival. Also known as Ailuropoda melanoluca, the giant panda is classified as a carnivorous mammal of the bear family, though their diet consists mainly of plants and other vegetation. They're unique in this sense because though they maintain the diet of an herbivore, their digestive system is that of a carnivore. Their diet is 99% consistent of bamboo shoots and leaves, however, the remaining 1% can vary greatly. In the wild, this may include some grasses, wild tubers, and even birds or rodents. In captivity, the 1% is most often made up of honey, eggs, fish, oranges, shrub leaves, yams, and bananas. Besides their unique digestive system, the giant panda has many other distinctive physical characteristics. Though they have the body shape of a typical bear, their coloration makes them unmistakable. They have patches of black fur around their eyes, on their ears, legs, arms, and shoulders, with the rest being white. This woolly coat keeps them warm in the cool forest in the wild. Their massive paws are each complete with 5 fingers and a thumb that they use to grasp their food. In fact, this is an adaptation specifically designed for pulling and holding bamboo shoots. Furthermore, the giant panda has the largest head of the bear family, allowing for the strong jaw muscles that are necessary to chew bamboo. Even their digestive systems are made for bamboo with a thick inner lining in both the esophagus and the stomach that keep it from scratching or tearing the insides of these organs. Finally, short claws and flat feet allow them to grip the bark on trees as they climb. These adaptations are all still necessary for surviving daily life in the bamboo forests and mountain ranges of central China. These pandas are most concentrated in the Sichuan and Gansu provinces, however, they have been driven out of their favored lowland regions by extensive farming and deforestation. The majority of the giant panda's life is spent roaming and feeding in bamboo forests. They are solitary creatures, each adult with its own defined territory. They mark their regions by clawing trees and spraying urine, warning others of the species that they are nearby. Female giant pandas are not tolerant of other females in their space. In fact, almost immediately after birth, male pandas leave the females to raise the cubs alone. They do not maintain permanent dens, but instead may climb or take shelter in hollow trees and rock crevices. They do not hibernate, however, they have been known to move to elevations with warmer temperatures during the winter and will rely on spatial memory to gauge their location. In the wild, giant pandas have an average lifespan of 20 years. In captivity, however, they can live as long as 30 years or more. They have, on average, 1 young every 2 years, and the babies are proportionally smallest of any placental animal. Though giant pandas are generally too formidable for most predators, young cubs often provide easy prey. Common predators include jackals and snow leopards, both of which can kill and eat a small panda cub alone. Peaceful animals, pandas will avoid confrontation at almost all costs. However, if necessary, they will fight back. The powerful jaws that they use to chew bamboo can be used to injure predators. They can also swim, and panda cubs can climb from around the age of 6 months, which may help them escape harm. The giant panda is a unique and important animal, and as much as we can do should be done to save them.
Which came first, the sea otter or the kelp? Known as the keystone species, sea otters play a large role in their ecosystem. Thus, there would be major consequences if the species became extinct, one being the extinction of kelp. Their mutualistic relationship is seen with the sea otters eating anything that would otherwise prey on kelp, and with the sea otters tying themselves to kelp before dozing off in the water, thus preventing the possibility of drifting out to the ocean. Sea otters, also known as Anhydria lutris, are considered the heaviest members of the weasel family. They have long, slim bodies, as well as webbed feet and powerful tails, these features allowing easy movement throughout the water. Also, a unique aspect of their flexible figure is the pockets built into their arms, which they use to store prey and tools being what they use to crack open their prey, this including rocks, glass bottles, etc. Moving through the water, one will often see a sea otter lying on their backs, as this is their preferred method of locomotion. On average, they don't exceed 2 miles per hour while backpedaling. However, if they are swimming underwater, they increase their speed to 5 miles per hour, this helping when they dive for prey. their weight ranging from 3 pounds as a cub to 100 pounds at a matured age. Sea otters have the densest fur in the animal kingdom, oftentimes reaching 1 million hairs per square inch. This results in insulating properties that allow the sea otter to remain warm in freezing temperatures without the layer of blubber that many other marine animals display. Another way sea otters avoid drastic changes in temperature is by positioning their webbed feet appropriately. For instance, their feet out of the water and spread out prevents heat loss, according to many scientists. Living on the coast, the sea otters eat crustaceans such as crabs, sea urchins, clams, mussels, and snails, as well as slow-moving fish. Along with having prey, sea otters' predators include great white sharks in California, killer whales in Alaska, as well as sea lions, coyotes, bears, and eagles. And when facing these predators, the sea otter has 3 options. 1. Flee. 2. Hide behind nearby kelp. And 3. Move to the surface. Although they take defensive tactics with most predators, when interacting with other sea otters, they are able to use their sharp teeth if needed. Now that sea otters are protected by numerous human organizations, poaching isn't as much of an issue. That being said, many scientists still believe that humans will be the cause for this species' extinction, simply because oil spills are currently their largest threat. Right now, the sea otters' population is slightly over 100,000. As stated earlier, humans are also a predator. Along with being hunted for their fur, sea otters are killed by fishermen because sea otters eat what the fishermen are trying to catch and sell. Reproducing any time of the year, the sea otter generally gives birth to 1 pup at a time. Babies, also known as pups, are carried in the womb for roughly 6 to 8 months. Then, after giving birth, a pup is unable to sink and dive. Furthermore, males and females tend to live on separate sections of a coastline, only coming together for the purpose of mating. When mating, male sea otters establish spaces in female areas, attempting to mate with any females who cross their area. Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Mustelidae, genus Anhedria, species Eleuthris. For instance, keeping their feet out of the water is
Stop!
spread out.
Wait, start over. Just go. Keeping their feet out of the water and spread out.
Keeping their feet out of the water, keeping the feet...
Keeping their feet out. Oh my god, you would be costing this production studio so much money, Aalia.
I'd be fired by now.
Cut, you're gone.
Drastic changes in temperature. It's my position.
You're so bad at this.
Positioning
You know you have to catch up and you're taking a giant pause.